proud.
Pero sa husband, naka-smile friend ko na in-message ko lang. Kasi ako sabi ni organizer tayo daw ng bata show. Kaya yun! Kapag yung nagbago ng friend, kasi dala sa akin friend.
Currently live in Emporium in the Philippines. I want to say magandang umaga ho sa inyong lahat, and for the people in the US watching this live at the Emporium, good evening everybody. Thank you for taking the time to at least check it out, check us out. Emporium is a unique US based, the first of its kind, okay, the first of its kind. It's a Philippine made and inspired product showroom and global business center, and its purpose is to create awareness as well as sales opportunities for Philippine-made products, services, and investments in the U.S. market. And Emporium is actually a physical place. Like I said, that's where I'm at right now. It's located at 3250 Wilshire Boulevard, number 602 in Los Angeles, California. So if you want to come and visit, please do so. We welcome you. Just go ahead and let us know when you're coming. Thank you. But what the Live Emporium is, this is one of the tools that we use to create the awareness, the sales opportunities by people watching, and hopefully organically, or what we're doing on social media is reaching other people. And I think it is. At the end of the day, what we want is that awareness creation. Okay, so that's what Live at the Emporium is. And today it is packed full of amazing stuff. You know, Philippine creativity, learning a craft, and developing future artisans in the Philippines. It's on what's on full display today at Live at the Emporium. I cannot help but, giggle a little bit because we had a little bit of technical difficulty trying to get the show started. So for all those who just tuned in, or we might have even lost some people along the way, sorry for starting so late, but hey, that's showbiz. So we're going to go ahead and start now and move forward, okay? So for those who've never watched or never heard of Emporium, please just allow me to to take a quick minute to explain what you're watching. What we are, or this platform is called Live at the Emporium. Obviously, you want to know what is the Live at the Emporium in terms of what is Emporium. Emporium is a first of its kind, US-based, Philippine-made Philippine-made and inspired product showroom and global business center. It's based in Los Angeles, California. It's in currently, the showroom is currently in the Philippine Department of Trade in Los Angeles. And the address is 3250 Wilshire Boulevard, number 602 in Los Angeles, California, like I said. And with that being said, the purpose of Emporium, the big purpose, the short and sweet of it, is to create awareness and sales opportunities for Philippine-made products, services, and investments. That's what it's all about. And to do that, it takes a village to do all of that. And one of the tools that we use is this show called Live at the Emporium. And that's how we create this awareness. So with that being said, this is a special edition. We normally do live selling, vendor spotlight. And today, this is sort of a very, very dear to my heart sort of a show, because I've been talking to some artisans in the Philippines. As one of them is today's guest. And we're about to go to a class, go to a workshop, okay? And what it is, and the reason for we're doing that is not to just show his company, but also the type of creativity, arts, craftsmanship that's being promoted and hopefully perpetuated in the Philippines, because that's what makes Philippines in general. I mean, obviously the whole country is all about, it has that that X factor when it comes to arts and crafts and artisans. So we are going to highlight artisans today, and this gentleman that I'm talking to, will be talking to today, is amazing because he is been doing this for a while. He'll let you talk about it. It's all about it's a company called Mr. M, handcrafted leather sewn. I mean, hand sewn leather crafting. And today it's a workshop, and it's in Marikina City, Philippines. So with that being said, let me introduce him on the show. His name is Mr. M. But after that, well, you know what? Before that, let me go ahead and introduce I sort of impromptu co-host. Her name is Mary Navalta Chavan. She is the Philippine American Chamber of Commerce in Utah. She's the president of that. So I asked her to join me because she is also in the Philippines right now, and she's all about promoting Philippine products in general. So let me go ahead and bring in Mary. Mary, how are you, Mary? How are you?
Good. How are you? After all that technical fiasco.
Yeah. You know what? That's so fun about live. I don't really care because it doesn't bother me, because I think a lot of people would love to laugh at people who sort of is entertaining, go with the flow, and we are definitely at that. So thank you so much for joining us. So tell us about the Philippine American Chamber of Commerce, Utah, a little bit about them, and then why are you in the Philippines, and then our future collaboration together before we bring on the main guest, so to speak.
Oh man, that's a lot. But so yeah, my name is Mary. I am the president of Filipino American Chamber of Commerce in Utah. I am also the vice president of Young Business United for the FPAC, or Federation of Filipino American Chamber of Commerce United, which is being led right now by Miss Marie Cunning. I love her. She's my mentor. She's really great. But anyway, so I always tell my officers and the members of our chamber that my main job is actually, I'm a liaison, but I come here in the Philippines one or twice a year, not because to just have fun, but also to find investment opportunities for our officers, for our members, for investors, not just in Utah, but nationwide in the US. And at the same time, we're giving a platform for all the local artisans that I'm so passionate about. Like, for example, the Pili. We've talked about the Pili, and I think it's safe to say that Pili is one of the greatest and tastiest. I don't have a filter, guys. So if this is PG-13, I understand, but good nuts in the world.
I love it.
So,
I love it that you don't have a filter. That's what makes a fun show. That's the other E of our elevation, empowerment, and entertaining. There you are, Mary.
but yeah, so we are so excited that we're going to be bringing Pili, and I'm so excited that we're going to work on something that's going to be really great.
Great. You know what? I'm excited to have you here because what we said earlier is that this is all about unifying the resources in the U.S. to create opportunities. Because as much as I like to think, wow, Emporium is going to do a lot of stuff, right? Emporium is nothing without all of its people in this network, and we need to collaborate with people who have the same passion and spirit as Mary. So thank you, Mary, for being here. So I'm glad that you're here. I know you have a sort of a passion also for artisans, and that's why I asked you to join me and sort of like create the banter and maybe give me some perspectives on the Philippine artisans. And so without further ado, let's go ahead and do that before. For Mariel, he's having a little bit of an issue with the the camera earlier, but now hopefully he's able to do that. But his class right now is in Marikina City, and it's a beginning workshop. And what I'm hoping to be able to show you today is how he teaches the class, and maybe even create some interest in Philam's to sponsor people in the Philippines to attend his classes and develop artisans. And that's what part of creating that that bridge, because a lot of Mariel, Mr. M, his products are already in employments. They're already in Los Angeles. So I figured it's a no-brainer to talk about who he is, what he does, and why he's doing it. So without further ado, let me go ahead and see if we can bring him on board without having technical difficulty. So let me do that. Mariel, are you there? Mariel is roaming around. That's his class right there. So I guess he's trying to get a shot. Again, he does this workshop throughout, Philippines as much as he can. He's from man, I'm gonna mess this up. I think it's Florida. Geez, I forget what it was. It's
Pampanga.
Pampanga. Yeah, but it's something Florida something. I forget. In the Philippines that he has. It's on the T-shirt. Let me see if I can even bring it up here. Hold on. There you go. See, I wanted to show it's Florida Blanca. See, I wanted to do it right in Pampanga. There you go. There, Mariel, can you hear me? Mariel, can you hear me now? I feel like that commercial. Can you hear me now, Mariel? Can you hear me? Okay, Mariel, I am going to go ahead and give you the microphone. You talk about who you are, how awesome you are, and what you're doing there. What's that class about? So, Mary and I will shut up now. Okay, I guess Mariel. Mariel, are you there? I love live TV. That's why it's fun. Mary, so I hope you have a sense of humor too.
Marielle. It's like Polo, Marco, Polo.
Anyway, just so before, I hope you can hear me. And it looks like somebody's in attention there. Oh, those are the students. I think he has 6 to 8 students every time. Okay, I don't know if he's talking or not. Mariela, are you there?
Yeah, boss.
There. Go ahead. Go ahead and start talking, sir. This is going to be a short show, Mary. So, do you know how to sing? By the way, Mary, you are Filipino, right?
I'm actually a professional singer. Yes.
Oh my gosh! Okay, great. We're gonna have to make you sing if he doesn't get on that. if he doesn't get on that camera, you're gonna have to sing, Mary. And by the way, if anybody's watching right now, yeah, tell us where you are watching the show, because most of the time, we have people from different parts of the Philippines watching us. Right now, April Gay is watching us. She says, yes, she's she's a supporter of Live at the Emporium all the time. We get people from Manila. We have right now it's Friday here, so everybody's out and probably, they don't have the time to go watch. But I'm sure a lot of people in the Philippines right now are just checking it out. But Mary, I'm gonna have to make you sing. I'm sorry. So, what's your favorite song?
Well, I like Aretha Franklin. So there you go.
You're gonna do a little bit of respect. RESPECT. Hey, you can sing it. But no, all kidding aside, the reason why, again, while he gets on the phone, I've been having this not issue, but I've been wanting to really, because if you look at the trade stats, what makes Philippines great is because what makes it unique is because Philippines is very good when it comes to arts and crafts, very creative. And the thing that I like is that they use a lot of the raw materials. Obviously, they know how to use it well. Right now, I'm dealing with a company called Ruyag. I've been dealing with a lot of people who make furniture, rattan furniture, the capis, and all of these types of products are really, really, I think, to me, amazing. And if you're also into pearls, there's a lot of opportunities in the Philippines where you can get pearls. So that's why, to me, I felt like when I spoke to Mariel, when he ever gets on the camera there, he's a big fan. He studied his crafts for a long time, and he feels like his dream scenario is to be able to teach a lot more of what he's doing. So what he does is leather crafting. He makes bags, wallets, things of that nature that a lot of people can take a class in or really develop. And if you see the products, a lot of people want it, and it's just that it's a shame it hasn't actually made it here except for the Emporium in Los Angeles. And the company actually, he started this handmade leather crafting, the company, since 2013. And what he does, again, is he specializes in custom-made leather bags. So if he's not going to talk about his company, I will, because I really, in spite of what's happening with the technology over there, I really believe in the products that he currently is promoting, or rather, he's trying to teach. He wants to be able to promote it not only in the Philippines and teach a lot of people that, but the reason why I wanted him to do this is because the call to action is that the people that are watching or supporters of Emporium, they need to realize that it costs money to go to these training, right? So if you have a relative there and you want to teach them a craft, or you want them to go take his classes and just like this, you should do that. You should support it, and all the rates there for classes and what he's doing is very reasonable, because I think that's what a lot of the things that I feel like that these classes need is support from Philams here, and then in turn he's created sort of a collection of products which I wish that he could show at the moment, but at the moment he hasn't, and he's not able to do that. So right now he's completely busy. He's there with his wife. But Mary, what have you personally, when every time you go there, what do you think about artisans and leather, like handbags or arts and crafts or furniture? What's been your take on that?
Actually, I want to share with you that me and my husband, whenever we come here in the Philippines, the first stop that we always go to is called Cultura. It's a shop where just like local artisans showcase their products. And I love it because I can see like how hardworking we are, how creative we are. And then whenever we go to other South Asian neighboring countries, like, oh, we have this. Like, it's so powerful that we all think the same. We have the similar not ingredients, but like raw materials that we have, and then we make something out of it. And then the other place that we really like going to is Bicol, which is in Region 5. My dad's family is from Region 5, Bicol region. And so whenever I go there, I just look at like how vast of products they have. Especially they create some artisans, or no, what do you call this? Like decoration made from coconut shell, from peely shell. And it's just amazing to see like how creative they are.
Yeah,
Mario,
I know. Right.
Oh, he was there.
Oh, he was there. So we lost him. We lost him. But before you continue with that, see, I wanted to tell everybody, hopefully he connects. See, he's all over the place. See, in his classes, I did my research, and the thing that I like is that some of the things that he's going to do, the first step is that he wanted to introduce leather crafting tools. I don't know if anybody out there ever even thought about making their own stuff. So again, if you're here in the U.S., I wanted you to learn how they make it there, but at the same time, I'm actually trying to encourage him to teach people here and how to do leather crafting Filipino style, I guess. That's probably what I'm trying to promote also. So he's going to do introduction of leather crafting tools, and then the name and then the usage. That's what he was going to do for us. And then the second thing that he's going to do in terms of the topic is the discussion of leather type and the workmanship bag patterns and bag parts. And then also how to pouch holes, which is very important when you're doing the crafting, right? But, I'll be honest with you. I thought it was funny when I first heard of leather crafting there. I was thinking of, I don't know, the initial thing is the carabao. I don't know. You know what I'm talking about, Mary? That's what I was thinking. I thought he was going to use for the product. I don't think that's what he uses, though.
I'm not sure too, but I also just want to say that I love what he's doing. Like, he's giving workshops, because not only that he's tapping to the art brain of Filipinos, but actually to the entrepreneurship as well, because he's giving them, or he's teaching them how to have another skill that they can monetize.
Yeah. Hey, Marielle, if you're there, just jump in. We're just trying to sort of like look at because the size of his classes, I'm actually impressed, because again, if you've never done leather crafting, I don't know the average size, but anytime you get to do a webinar or seminar and then at least 7 people show up, depending on how you market, it's pretty impressive. So that means to say that there is sort of an interesting curiosity with most people to attend his classes. But like I said, he's been doing it for a while. So, and then some of the things, again, to go back to what he was going to talk about is how to pouch the holes, how to hand sew leather and assemble the bags, how to install the hardware components, how to burnish the leather. I guess burnish is polish edges using Italian burnishing cream. And then lastly, how to polish the leather using Italian polishing cream. Again, what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to show you some video of his past classes. So I'm just going to do it right now. Let me just see if I can just at least give you a taste of what they're trying to do in there.
Yung matras ko parang pinipadala, hindi mo maintindihan. Midway, bumaba po ako ng
Yung owl.
pero si husband, sa yung friend ko na dinigdish ko lang. Kasi sabi, siya, tapos sabi ng organizer, kaya daw ng bata. So, kaya yun. Kapakita kay bago ng friend. Kasi dala sa akin yung friend. Nung isang araw.
I love Filipino humor. I love Filipino humor. I love the impromptu things that they're saying in there. But at the end of the day, you see sort of an older crowd there, but you see that last guy, he was really into it because to do the leather crafting, you would think it's hard to puncture the leather, but the leathers that they use are pretty soft, and it's actually fun based on what Mariel told me. And again, his full name is Mariel Manalansan, and his brand is called Mr. M. Okay, so what did you think of that quick video, Marie?
That's good. That's good. And I could say we can multitask.
Oh my gosh. No, yes, yes, we can. No, but you notice the guy, he's just like, he's so focused, right? And then the women, I mean, this sounds sexist, right? But the women are like, they're talking or whatever that they're doing. And they're doing that thing. It's so easy for them. And then that guy's like, oh my God, what is this? It's so hard.
I wonder if he gets dragged to do that.
Maybe. But you see, that's exactly what I'm just trying to say. That all these people are being taught. They want to be there. They want to learn it. But I think a lot more young people, or even just anybody, sometimes in the province, I feel like they need to perpetuate the craft, the artisan, the artisans. And I think that if they don't have people like Marielle who's teaching them how to do all this stuff, then all the creativity, all of the people that just loves doing a lot of things with their hands, and that's what makes Filipino. One of the adjectives that you describe a Filipino is creative, or another one is resourceful, and to me, that's what I'm trying to just convey to all the people that support and watch Emporium, and show them that even in my own crude way, like what we're doing now. So again, it looks like they're either being taught by his wife and talking to them, and he's so busy with that, or I don't know, they're just like standing and looking at one side of the wall. So
And I think we're having technical difficulty again. Well, I guess it's the two of us now, Marielle. Marielle, can you hear me? Marielle? Again, this reminds me of Marco Polo. But yeah, I think this is a great platform that Ferg has created because it's showcasing the creativity of every Filipino local artisans that we have in the Philippines. And it's giving us an opportunity to actually see it live, just like what we're having here. I have so many questions for Marielle. I hope he could come in and hear me. So to those people who are watching, do you guys like leather bags? Do you guys have leather bags? Do you want to learn how to assemble your own leather bags? Because I do. I love leather bags. It's a great investment. And back then, when I was shopping for leather bags, that's when I found out that there's so many types of leathers. All right. So while we are waiting for Ferd to get back here, he's here.
Hey, I'm back. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Mary,
Yep.
can you? Yeah, there you go. Can you hear me?
Yep, we can hear you, Fred. I mean, Ferd.
Yeah. So, Maria, did he try to come back on? I'm having a good time. I don't know about you, but this is crazy. I love it. Maria, are you there?
Yeah, I've been playing Marco Polo with him, but all I can hear is Marco.
No, it's okay. At this point, unless we really are going to be amazing at what do you call that? The improvisation. I am. I can go on and on, but people are going to go, Ferdinand, you're talking gibberish now. So I don't know about you, but before we actually ended, because if Mariel is going to be too busy there, and it seemed like he's maybe shorthanded, and that's why he's doing that. And I really did not want him to take himself away from the class because all these people have paid good money to be there, and that's exactly what I wanted to talk about, Mary. Is that the thought process of what we're trying to accomplish with this live stream is not so much just to show the skills on the non-technical aspect of Mariel, but I wanted to really show the Philam communities to see how leather making, handcrafting is done there. I'm reaching out to some people out in the U.S. to support anyone in the Philippines. Inquire more about his classes, and maybe you can sponsor a relative to take the classes at the end of the day. To be able to support the craftsmanship. Obviously, everything takes, it's all about supporting them with money and being able to take the classes. But I guarantee you that Mariel, who runs a top-rated class in terms of workmanship and workshops. So I want people to really go and dig deeper into the Mr. M brand, because at the end, that's what I'm just trying to promote here. And if you guys get a chance, if you're watching this from in Los Angeles and you want to see his craftsmanship and his workmanship, I should say, I definitely welcome you to go ahead and visit Emporium, which is located in the Philippine Trade and Investment Center in Los Angeles. And again, maybe we'll take this opportunity to end the show. But I wanted to chat a little bit more and take this opportunity to chat with Mary and some of the things that she's doing, because a lot of the stuff we talked about it already, but I figured, hey, why not? We can talk in public about the future collaboration, hopefully, of your chamber along with Emporium, because you are a hard driver, ma'am. When it comes to, you're very passionate and very driven to promote Philippine products and investments and services in the U.S. market too. So before we end the show, I want to get into a little bit of that and share to the world, like anybody watching us right now, any of your chamber members or anybody. Tell them, what your plans are. What are you doing? Maybe you can elaborate a little bit more, Mary.
Yeah, thanks, Ferd. So, because you have a platform to showcase the skills and the technical skills that our beloved fellow men in the Philippines, what we have now for our chamber is a webinar series for investment opportunities. Like Mr. M, now he has a platform at Emporium to showcase his skills. With our platform, we would be showcasing what kind of business he has and the kind of investment that he would need from our PhilAm community. And for April 18th, we're actually going to have an investment opportunity using other people's money for real estate. So something like that. And then we're going to showcase SMDC as well. We are partnering with Region 5, Department of Tourism, and Department of Trade and Industry. So there's going to be a lot of guests from the Philippines that will be showcasing their different investment opportunities. See, I can't even talk because my mind, I couldn't keep up with my mind. My mind just like keeps running and running.
It's called going insane. Yeah, that's what you're headed to. You're going insane.
Exactly.
Because you notice, everybody, if you haven't noticed, that's a perfect example of a person whose brain can't keep up with their lips.
I wanted to say like 10 things at one time, but my lips couldn't keep up.
But at the end of the day, I was joking around. So again, we sort of reiterate. I want to throw it back to Mary. She's so involved in so many things, and that's why I'm excited personally as the co-founder of Emporium. I want her to continue more because I want Philippine exporters to be excited that there are people in the U.S. sort of rooting and supporting. And if you're watching, and whether it's live or recording later on, yeah, you got a lot of people in the U.S. wanting to do this. So continue, Mary, about what you were saying.
And also, I just want to let everyone know that there's going to be a great product that's going to be in the market soon. So we're going to create Pili milk. Okay, guys? So Pili is such a great product from the Philippines. A lot of people outside of the country are creating products out of Pili, like Pili peanut butter, Pili laing, Pili whatnot. But we haven't really thought back then. They haven't really thought about like creating milk. And when I went to visit one of their showcasing event in SM Mega Mall last year, they made me eat the raw Pili. And for the first time, and actually I'm so ashamed to tell you guys about this because my dad is from Bicol, but that was the first time in my life that I ate raw Pili. And the first thing that I blurted out is like, this is milk. This tastes like milk. And so I'm so excited that we're gonna be creating Pili milk, and it's gonna be awesome. It's gonna taste awesome, and we're gonna stay vegan.
Well, there's a component in Emporium where we interviewed somebody who was trying to create a vegan lifestyle, but with a Filipino flavor, right? And the plant-based products. This is it. I mean, you and I were talking. So if you're part of the Pili industry or you're working with Mary, be encouraged by the fact that almond milk is actually a thing here, or a big thing in the U.S. People are discovering that. So, hey, no knock on almond, but Pili milk is very buttery. I personally love it. So I'm excited for your project, Mary, because if people here already are in love with the idea of having plant-based products or dairy or however you want to categorize it, with almond, that and oat milk, right? Pili, they'll probably fall over for it because it's so good.
Absolutely. And actually, just a quick shout out to my husband, Vishal Chavan. He's actually a professional chef. So when he comes back here in May to pick me up, because I've been here since October, so he's going to try out some different flavorings with Pili. So we're not just going to have a regular Pili milk, but we might have ubi Pili milk. So watch out for that.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! Like I said, everybody, the Philippines has so much to offer. We just need to consistently, with Emporium, it's a movement. With Mary, she's very driven to create things just because Philippines is amazing. Not only because she's also involved in tech. This lady is so involved in so many things. And I don't know how she does it. That's why she can't talk straight, not because she's got a problem. It's more like that's the condition you have when you got too much in your brain and you can't say it all at the same time, unfortunately. But yeah, good. I'm glad that you're going to continue to develop that, Mary, and hopefully you do. And then as far as the Philam Chamber, it's funny how you said that to me. I don't know if I'm supposed to say it in public, but you said that, yeah, you're very committed and driven to make sure that this particular chamber is amazing when it comes to international trade.
Mhm. Yes, absolutely. And yes, it's safe to say that because we are called Filipino American for a reason, right? We're not just American chamber. We're Filipino American, so that means we have to collaborate with our fellow men back in the Philippines.
Oh yeah, yeah, and oh, I want to show some of the things. Like for example, April Gay, she watches this show all the time. She says, "Yes, indeed, it's a great opportunity for Filipinos to showcase their innate talents by expressing it on this DIY craftsmanship. I hope people to see this opportunity and not just some one-time project." I'll go back to what you said, okay, Mary, but I want to answer April because that is what it is. Unfortunately, there's not a consistent way of really showcasing the product. So in my own little puny head, well, no, physically my head is big, but my brain, I'm trying to figure out how to consistently do that. So any product that goes into Emporium, it's all about, especially the bags. Somebody made a bow tie out of Nido, right? And then somebody made sunglasses. I don't know what you call those things in the side where your holder or whatever, out of bamboo. So there's a lot of innovative, creative people in the Philippines that you just need to consistently do that. But first, we got to work on the technology part.
Yeah, maybe I can help you with that.
if in the Philippines they currently have that Starlink, right? I'm hoping that people will gravitate toward us or better the internet because that's what we need right now. Is we need to do these things, and it's the most cost effective way to do it. But if the internet is not that awesome, then it becomes a problem, and
Yeah.
that's probably going to hold us back. But what else do you want to share? And again, I just wanted to make sure that I'm a somewhat of an opportunist, Mary. If I know that we get this chance, I'm not going to waste it. People already sort of prepare themselves to watch something on the air about Emporium. So anything else that you care to sort of put it out there in the universe? Because you and I were just talking about manifesting. So what do you want to put out there and tell everybody in the world what you're trying to do?
Yes, but first of all, I think I want to let you guys know that you've heard it here first at Emporium that we're going to have Pili milk. And I just want to do a quick shout out for April Gay. She just gave me a great name. It's called Pilipinas. I love it. I love it. April, help you, my partner. But yes,
Oh my God, I didn't even think about that, but that's good. Pilipinas, right? That's great. Okay, good. Hey, I don't know how much that's going to cost if this thing takes. So April, you got yourself covered.
there you go. And yes, and when I talk about all these investment opportunities, that doesn't mean that I own all of them. What it means is that I am showcasing local artisan, local business and entrepreneurs here in the Philippines, and I'm just giving them a voice to be heard in an international stage. So there will be a lot of collaboration, hopefully with you, Ferd, because I know a lot of local artisans here in the Philippines.
No, that's what I mean. If I were to sort of pick and choose what products, the first one that I sort of gravitate towards because let's be practical. When you're doing arts, and because see some products are commoditized, so they compare the profit margins and the pricing and all that. If we're going to talk business, right? But if you're talking about arts and crafts, that's a different story altogether. There's a lot of room to make money there. I mean, that's what it's all about because. Mary, you and I get excited about talking about promoting products, but at the end, I know you're a go-getter. You can't make things happen without certain things being sold. Okay.
Correct.
So, we have to get into the sales mindset, put that on, be a salesman. That's what Emporium does. And Mary, she's also, as you can see, she's very vivacious. She's very personable. She probably gets a lot of the things that she gets done because she's a salesman at heart too. So, you need that. And the Philippine exporters that are watching this, that's what you need. It's not like just promotion. You need people to follow up on stuff. And that's what sort of like my pet peeve sometimes because I'm not about just the promotion. You do need to know that so that people, when you talk to them, they know, oh, yeah, I know, I've heard about Emporium. Great. Okay, well, what have you heard? Oh, you've heard that you have Philippine products? Great. That's what actually happened to me today. If we're freestyling here, that's what happened to me. I went into this cafe really quick. I just wanted to tell you how amazing this is, okay? I went into a cafe today, a new one. It's sort of like a French sort of, pastry, but a market. And I told them, you know what you guys need to do? You guys need to create your concept is amazing, because what it is that you bring them in because people like coffee and pastry, right? Because they had great one, but on the back they had a market, and it right now it was just only stocked with Asian products like Japanese and some Chinese products, right? But at the end of the day, if they can make that sort of like a store where there's a big store here in the U.S., I think they're still around, World Market, then you get to try the coffee and the pastry, but you also get to try all the other products all at the same time. So why am I saying that? Because in where I live, there's that opportunity to really try out different products. So that's why there's always got to be someone like me, Mary, or whoever just has a big mouth. And I'm not saying Mary got a big mouth, okay? I'm just saying that you need people like that to promote it, and that's what it takes to bring a product into the U.S.
Yeah, I totally agree with Ferd. And so I just hope that whoever is watching and the people that will be watching this videos or these videos from Emporium will be able to look at what kind of crafts that we have in the Philippines, what kind of food, raw ingredients that we have, and start really supporting each other, especially from the film community, because that will mean a lot.
That's awesome. Okay. With that being said, I can still talk, but I don't want to go on a tangent. And there's another show that I'm trying to actually create where maybe you could join us next time, where I'm going to get a bunch of guys in the industry, and people watch out for this. I'm calling it Philippine Products 360, where what we're going to do there is sort of a roundtable podcast or whatever you want to call it, where guys that are in the industry will talk about what are the challenges and how can we solve them. And hopefully we can bring together a lot more either manufacturers or online retailers here, and all these people come together and figure out ways and give suggestions on how to streamline how to bring products here, not just physically, but what I mean by that is preparing the products, whether it be certifications and things of that nature in the Philippines, and the same certification here in the US, where you can do this consistently, because it's not just about money. It's there. If you can do it, the money will be there. But obviously, you're creating livelihood, and now you're uplifting the country as a brand, saying that it's not some third-rate, country that makes crappy shit, whatever you want to call it, all day long, and you uplift. At the end of the day, I think we excel in a lot of things, and in the U.S., there's a lot of notoriety or attention now with celebrities, politicians, sports figures, that are coming into their own, and I think there's a lot more curiosity. And that's what I'm excited about, Mary.
Yeah, and if you're gonna give me the invitation, I'll be right there. I love business development. And
Well, well, with that being said, I know that you've been a sport. That's why I love you. That's why I kind of think in my mind, I want you to do, hopefully you'll make time to do some future stuff, maybe once in a while, because you do have that passion, and you're also personable. You're also sort of fun to just talk to and carry on a somewhat attempt at trying to do it. But we'll do it again, because these are things that just happen, and I just tend to just say, okay, it'll happen. We'll do it again. So I hope that you've enjoyed this sort of a freewheeling banter that Mary had. But you're listening to two people that are very passionate about bringing that opportunity into the Philippines, whether it be products. I mean, to the U.S., whether it be products, services, and investments, because Mary is dealing with that too, and she's doing it on her own style. But hopefully, we can put our resources together and do something magnificent, right, Mary?
yes, thank you, Ferd.
Okay, all right. So I'm going to go ahead and say bye-bye to everybody. I think we've already done the hour, and then I'll invite you again if we're able to fix something with Mariel in future episode. Okay, Mary? Thank you so much.
Bye, guys. Bye, Ferd. Thank you.
Bye-bye.